All right. Uh, uh, yep. It's all about it's Saturday. Let me grab that pen here. I like the jam, man. I like the jam. Saturday morning, we're here. Get ready to get going. Always have some great information for you. Great info, great insights. Always ready to share. Good things to go. Bring my son on here with me here. Hold up. And my boy right there. What's going on, Joseph?
Going well. Everything's going good. How's it going, Dad?
Good, son. All right. All right, welcome everyone. This is Dr. Joe Blake with my son, the professor that's on board there, going to school here for his PhD as well. Welcome to the On Point Podcast, where we help you get your financial point across. And hey, this is a great day. It's warm here. Is it freezing over there, yes, son?
It is freezing. We got snow not too long ago. I want to say last weekend.
Well, there's supposed to be a big old storm coming through on the East Coast sometime tonight or so.
Well, I think I stay in Middle Georgia, so we're like 2 hours south of Atlanta, and so it may have passed over us. It's probably going to hit North Georgia harder than us, but we're still waiting to see.
Okay. Well, I ain't worried about snow. I'm not too worried about it. All right, good deal, son. I know you're teaching now. How is school going so far for you?
School's going great. I'm a IT instructor at Central Georgia Tech in the Middle Georgia area. I love what I do. I love working with students and teaching young people that are passionate about IT. I teach people young and old. So some people have worked in IT and they're trying to get back into it. So I help them refresh and learn that as well.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, I've already started online. I'm teaching a business calculation class online, and then on Monday I'm teaching a business law at a new college. So I teach at 2 community colleges here in Arizona. So I'm educating my son's educating. This is wonderful. My boy is military veteran too, so that's always a good thing. All right, so today we're going to finish part 2 of our class on beyond the balance sheet, investing in what truly matters. And so in this second part, let's go to the presentation here. What truly matters in investments. Now, sometimes when people hear the word investments, they can kind of panic, freak out. Oh, I don't want to know about that. I actually had a client I was seeing the other day, and I was like, look, I'm going to show you some things about investments so they have greater understanding. He was like, no, don't want to know. And which was surprising. I'm like, you're 50 and you have goose eggs set aside. If you don't learn something now, by the time you get, Social Security is right around the corner for you, 12 years. But if you don't do something now, man, by the time you're 70, you are not going to have anything at all, buddy. You got to do something with your life. Sometimes people don't want to know, but I'll be able to see them again, but you got to do something. Well, I thought about Deuteronomy 30 and 19, and because I'm always reading the Bible. The Bible is a big part of my life. So in that particular chapter, 30 and 19, it says that God said, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you. So God's saying, hey, I'm telling you now, He set before us life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life that both thou and thy seed may live. So God said He has set before us life and death, blessing and cursing. That then He gives us an option. He said, "Hey, look, I give you a heads up. Choose life." God says, "Choose life, so both thy seed, thou and thy seed may live." So God gives you an option, but then He tells you, choose. He said, choose life. He said, tell you the best way to do it is to choose life so that you and your seed will live. So if you don't get a chance to, listen or go through the word, it gives you an option to choose life. Right? So choosing. So you and your seed. So like me and my seed, that dude's following me. I think all four of my kids are doing it, but still, you got to do that. So in saying that, choose life when it comes to investments. Look at the environmental influences of an organization and that organization and their goals. So if you're not looking, and so sometimes it's not necessarily the numbers, it's what the organization does or doesn't do. And right now, what's happening with companies, Joey? What are they choosing?
Well, they're choosing death. They're going underwater.
Some companies are not there. They're thinking about money, not necessarily about people. And there's a lot of chaos that's out there, right? A lot of things, there's chaos that's out there. They're not evaluating the social responsibility they have to people. Sometimes someone not really looking at the environment of what's happening in communities. So people kind of losing faith. But we have to understand as people, it's only short term, it's only short term what's happening. But we still get out there and say what we need to say. There's a scripture also in Psalms 30:5. It says, "For anger may endure for a moment, and favor for life. Weeping endures for the night, but joy cometh in the morning." So it's short term. Weeping endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So all the things that happen, now we don't know how long a moment could be, because God's got timing on it. But this time too shall pass. So social outcomes. We see a lot of things that's happening now, where there's a lot of social impact, social unrest, and what have you. So look at companies, how they're impacting on the social environment. Are they creating measures that are having a positive effect on society? Maybe looking at how they're addressing those social issues. Are they looking to help poverty, looking to help education, looking to help the health environment that's out there? Are they doing any positive measures out there? How are they interacting with people? Now, because man, have you seen some of the things on television? What's going on, son? That's good or bad?
Unfortunately, there's a lot of things going on right now.
Yeah. What are we seeing? People are upset, right?
Yeah. Protested in Minneapolis.
Yeah. The news is not really telling it, but we see it. Sometimes you can watch it on YouTube is not really regulated in that sense, where the government can say, "Hey, don't show this," because you got people with their cell phones. Oh, look what's going on. And they're showing it. So, but you can, when you find those companies that are there to help, you find those companies that are there to, lend an open hand to people, who they are. And normally in times like this, the heroes show up, the people that are there to help show up, and you find out who they are. I think it was, what company was that? Who's headquartered in Minneapolis right now? What was that company? Was it Target? I think it was Target.
Yeah.
And they're standing up for the people, doing what they can for them. So that's gonna be a positive outcome later on down the road for them. It's gonna be positive for them. What about environmental responsibility? Is that having any influence you see there? Focused on the companies that project the environment eco-friendly. Have you seen?
Yeah, a lot of companies are going to digital instead of like paper when it comes to like billing and things of that nature. I can speak from like the tech side of things. If you think about when you say your contract expires with your phone, they want your old iPhone. How many people still got their old iPhones? They get those and they recycle it, resell it to third world countries or whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, that's good, because you don't want to put that in the ground and doesn't break down fast enough.
Right.
Right. Oh man, that's my sister.
I mean, they also have a lot of precious metals in them, and they can be reused for other devices. So,
yeah, like what?
I mean, they can make another phone, or they could. I mean, because phones sometimes they got gold in it. They got gold in it, uranium in it. They melt it down, cast it into something else, something useful.
Cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because really, recycling is the thing. It helps the environment, and it has, saves the environment. All right. So let's see here. So you can look at things. This is a picture of how measuring non-financial performance, track progress, and impact, metrics for sustainable growth. So this is a picture of how someone can look at a company that's over a 5-year period, how they're doing some things to make it work. Have a baseline metrics for social impact, environmental initiatives. So if you have a company, they can look at that, what their environmental initiatives, environmental sustainability over a 1-year period. If they have a 5-year plan, does your company have a 5-year plan? How are they going to help the environment? How are they going to help social impact, the social influence? Because I tell you what, after this turmoil in 1 year, the country has went like a total about face. It's going to take a time to rebuild what's going to go on. In 1 year, in 1 year we erased what 80 years of friendship created.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take some time to rebuild that. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Crazy. So you're going to take some time to rebuild that. The other thing is that so you have a plan for that. You can implement the change, make some systems, put those in place to again track non-financial performance across all departments. So all departments in the organization needs to be looking at supply, demand. What are your thoughts on that, son?
I mean, I'm looking at it from a macroeconomic standpoint and all the tariffs that are going on with these different countries, and I'm also thinking about. It's just a lot going on in the world right now, and it's disrupting the economy, and things are getting more expensive for business people. That whether you're in across all industries, whether you're in manufacturing or construction, even IT, the cost of parts are going up. So it's going to take a while before these relationships can be changed or improved. There's been a lot of damage done to the American reputation right now. So it's just hard to just look at this stuff from like a microeconomic standpoint when there's so many other factors involved.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard to put it, but damage ain't really done yet.
Yeah, got 3 more years.
Yeah, it's still being done, but we know it's going to take time to rebuild it, to redo it. All right, so we know that work has to be done, right?
Mm-hmm.
The third, analyze the trends of social change. Decisions about the strategies to adjust. So it may take 5 years to recoup this thing. So you think I look at the social aspect. How's it influencing the people? How people feel about it, man? Because sometimes people get hurt in this. Mm-hmm. So how do you fix them?
Right.
The other stakeholders, business success, businesses gets changed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like real estate business and things like that. How does that influence the real estate market?
It makes it hard to find good deals because the cost of maybe do a rehab, and then that affects inner cities. Like right now, there's a big thing going on in Baltimore A lot of banks are they're making less investments in Baltimore because the margins aren't there. The cost to rebuild stuff, and a lot of people that are borrowing money to flip properties in Baltimore, they're losing out right now because lenders are no longer want to lend in that area. So that affects communities right there. Yeah.
Baltimore, okay.
Yeah.
And then the fifth year, refine the matrix. You gotta look at sustainability goals and stakeholder expectations. So in year 5, you got to go back on and review all those things. So it's like a 5-year plan when you take a look at all those measures that are non-financial that puts into play to redo it all. It may take 5 years to redo everything. So those are the financial measures, right? So successful impact on investments. Again, you look at community development leaders, look at profit generations where community development makes the biggest difference. And like you were saying, there's not a lot of things right there in Baltimore where you can invest in, but maybe looking at improving the living standards, growth of unserved areas. I always think about Sugar Street in Baltimore. Yeah. So maybe look at those underserved areas when we go back to development. What you were looking at Baltimore to do some investments, son?
I've always had, in the back of my mind, I've always wanted to go back to Baltimore, and I wanted to help, improve the quality of living there in different communities. Kind of a passion project, but sometimes from what so I've been doing my homework on it. And from the outside looking in, it's a challenging landscape from an investor standpoint, especially right now.
Okay. Right. Also, environmental innovator, eco-friendly practices, carbon emission, waste, contributing to the environment while maintaining profitability. That's kind of difficult right now too, because a lot of the green initiatives that were like coming, they've stopped. What was that car that it was not carbon emission cars, what were they called? Hydrogen cars. They were starting to get into the hydrogen car era, but they stopped that because I was looking at one car that was a hydrogen car. It took 5 minutes to recharge this hydrogen car, and once it's recharged, it can go 1,000 miles on the charge.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a sporty car, man. It was a sporty car, but he stopped that initiative. But if you get a car that recharges in 5 minutes, a hydrogen car, and then they can drive 1,000 miles, what would that do with gas cars?
Make them obsolete.
Right. So it's like, right now people are all deep into the oil and everything. So if that came about, them oil maggots would be saying like, oh no, we can't bring that out. No, take away their money. But it was good for the environment, man. You need to bring that on.
Yeah,
bring it on out there. But yeah, I still have it saved. I know what it's sad. But sometimes.
Well, before you go to this slide, I wanted to piggyback off of that.
Go ahead.
One environmental innovation that I've seen in as far as in the real estate arena is they'll take dilapidated neighborhoods and property like what we see in Baltimore, and basically those old buildings. Some of those there's some solid construction material in there. So instead of like just destroying it, they'll dismantle it and they'll try to preserve different pieces. And a lot of that stuff could be recycled, from like windows, some of the framing, and different components. A lot of that stuff could be recycled into new building. They can either resell the parts or use it for other construction projects.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it leaves the structure of the building there. Sometimes it's sentimental. Like I still see 915 North Sticker Street is still there. But you have to change the guts of the building and everything.
I mean, well, right now a lot of that stuff is also a fire hazard because it's just sitting there. and
Yeah,
so
well,
it's a safety risk. So I mean, they got to do something with it.
yeah,
They got to do something.
yeah. I still like my house, man. It's nostalgic, because I moved in the house when I was in the fourth grade until I graduated and joined the military. That was my
Mm.
house. All right. Education. What do you think about education?
I mean, education is paramount to society. We got to prepare the next generation. We got to prepare the next generation to take the lead and pick up the torch, so to speak, from the first generation, and continue enhancing life and making life better. And it paves the way. I mean, education has been here forever. Like it's always going to be here. It's much needed because it prepares people to lead and succeed in the workforce.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
You got it. I got it. Your brothers and sisters got it. You know what I mean? One of the things, it's part of life, right? You got to make it part of your life because it's important.
Mm-hmm.
Stakeholders and investments in the decisions. So stakeholders, their investment decisions. All right. So the role of a stakeholder, customers, employees, influences in your business. They need and have a value to drive your organization as a whole. So you gotta have partners. So you gotta have partners to help you out as you go along. Honest partners. So you got technology to drive your investments, then you have different metrics to help drive the investment aspect of it as well. So if you don't have partners that you give to and they give to you, knowledge wise, not necessarily they have to be money, but knowledge wise, it helps you grow. So all the things that we mentioned are like information. It's not always money that the aspect of money, because money is just a physical object, but the tools, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you get is what helps you grow. You can have the dollars all day long, but if you don't have the influence, the insight, or someone to open the door for you to go through, gets you nowhere. You can have all this money and somebody still tell you no. Right? Can't go through. Technology. If you don't have the right technology, you don't have the access to that technology. You don't have the passcode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't get through the door. So sometimes that's what you need. That's what you have to have in order to get through. So that's what you need. All right. So conclusion, you need to have a holistic approach to investing. A holistic approach. And just because you know the earnings per share, just to know your stock price, just because you know the dividends and rate of return and everything, you still need a holistic approach, because you can have the right stock, but if nobody wants to buy your daggone shares of your company, it ain't gonna help. You can have the greatest stock, you have a good company, but if your political thoughts are off, ain't nobody gonna buy what you got. Ain't nobody gonna buy what you got. All right, so I'm gonna put you in the background and close this out, and I'll come back with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, hold on. All right, so that's what we have in the second part here from beyond the balance sheet, investing in what truly matters. So what truly matters doesn't mean the physical dollar, because the dollar is just a tool, gets you a tool to get you from point A to point B. It's those things that are non-tangible, the holistic aspect of investing that makes the biggest difference. Those things help you grow. Those things help you get better. Those things makes the biggest importance. So just want to remind you, you can scan this QR code right here and become a subscription, become a member of the On Point Podcast, where you get more insights and information about what we do, what we get going. We still have the first quarter of this year. We're going to have our irresistible offer that's going to come out. We're going to show you a 12-week program that we have for learning about learning about becoming a better you. That 12-week program will have different classes to it as well to help you gain more insight about being a dynamic person in what you do to become a better person in life for your business and also for your individual self. Here also we have the QR code for Joseph Building Financial Literacy, which is the second book of my trilogy. First book is Joseph Building Financial Literacy. This is Building Financial Legacy. Literacy lasts a lifetime. Legacy lasts for generation. The third one's coming out. Should be done by June, but I'm writing the third one down. That's from Joseph Building Financial Legend. And legend is say my name and you know my story. God gave me those books in those three books and help build your financial dynasty. So scan that QR code and download the book as well. And again, Money app. You can download that application. It should be live now because I was doing some updates on that as well. But you can scan that, download the app also. And hey, I'm always out to give more knowledge and wisdom as it relates to actionable financial literacy. And as always, I like to do my best to give as much information as possible to help those gain more knowledge and wisdom about financial literacy, which is gaining access to economic information and then making use of those concepts. So with that, this has been the Actionable Financial Literacy, the Actionable Money Up, On Point podcast. And I hope you had a wonderful day, learned some great information, and we'll see you again next week. Same time, same channel. Have a wonderful day.